Hi folks, Sinclair and Kyle here again, and this is going to be our second breakdown of a throw for the Life Behind the Trig podcast. And again, we've got John McLeod here, and he's throwing the 56 for distance. So John sent us this video through, and we're just going to have a wee look. So we'll maybe play at full speed a few times, and then look at what input and feedback we would give.
My first feedback is you need to cut this grass more. I'm also impressed that you've got two concrete pads at your disposal that you can go and throw it. But yeah, here we go. We'll go again. So the first thing I'll give as a positive is my understanding and what I believe when you throw the weight is you don't want to hear like duff duff with your feet. You want to hear like pat 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 pat, and that was present there. So the feet are at least landing in the right order and at the right sort of tempo. Again, Sinky, I'll go first if you don't mind. The blading thing I sort of clocked was you're coming round here, you're landing all right, and then your second one. The big thing for me is the delivery. You're chasing that. You're trying to pull it and throw it through. So if I slow down the speed slightly, we'll go 0.25. You're coming round, and as you go to deliver it, you're sort of slinging it, and you're pulling your body through it. So you kind of want to be landed in position, and you want to get like a clean sort of athletic looking pull, if that makes any sense. Whereas there, it's more like a stopping pull. So you're coming through, you're landing, and it's a pull, and your body's moving like sort of out to the side rather than straight towards the trig. So you're sort of losing the momentum there. The turn I didn't think looks awful. You're kind of round. You're landing in an okay position. The feet are a little bit... they're not where I'd put my feet. But again, we're not bulk the same. And then round there, you're definitely attacking it. And you're going for a slightly open posture. I would say you're floating there between a block and an open stance. I'd say you'd maybe want to pick one and run with it. But again, I don't know what's sort of flush for you. I don't know if Sinclair, you've got anything you want to chuck in?
Yeah, so I think straight away, John, from the back, you're pulling the weight too much. I think you want to just wait for a split second longer to let that heavy weight hit a low point at the back, and then hit the sprint more aggressively. And you want a linear drive. So at the moment you're drifting across the box, and then you're fading at the finish. So here, look, just wait for a split second. You're kind of diving in with your left shoulder. So you go back, Kyle, to that
First
initial turn, yeah.
So you're there.
I would just wait for a split second and let the weight hit a low point, John.
So here.
Not after the turn, so just here, wait for a minute. And now drive. And then get over your left at the finish. So your left leg's collapsing at the finish rather than getting a good block and coming out over it.
Other than that, though, the weight's going the right way. You're not falling on your arse, and you're putting it down range, so you can't complain too much, John.
No, you can't be more aggressive unless you wait for that weight at the back, because all that you're going to do is drift further left. So wait for a split second, let the weight hit a low point at the back, and then just drive as hard as you can before hitting a block at the finish. Let's watch it one last time.
We'll go to 0.5 this time.
Here we go. So cast is fine. I would wait a bit here, drive hard, and then get up over the left rather than collapsing.
Yeah.
I love the end. Ugh.
I think John summarised his feelings there pretty aptly. But I have to say, it's quite a nice setup you've got here. It looks like it'd be good during the summer, not so great during the winter, very exposed to the elements. But yeah, the weight's not something I know a terribly large amount about. The only thing I could probably say that's helped me is I've been more patient with the weight. Let the weight kind of do a bit more work than you would with the 28. I don't know if you'd have any comment on that, Sinclair.
Mass moves mass, John.